Alright guys, we're going to do another one here. This one is going to be, we're going to make some fig jam. Now, I've seen several different ways people have been making this, and I'm doing it the easy way. Quick, easy. I mean, you don't even need this blender, but I prefer it. Alright, I put my glasses on to figure this one out. It's got a push button here. Take that off. This thing. There it goes. Alright. I didn't realize my wife hadn't cleaned that the last time she used it, so I'm going to pause you. Take care of that problem. Okay, we're ready now, guys. Alright, first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to tell you right now, that my recipe can be adjusted to how many figs you have. And what kind of figs they are and how sweet they are, because you're going to be the only one that's going to know how sweet you want it. So you're the one that's going to have to know how much sugar you're going to add. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can use sugar, you can use honey, you can use both, you can use white sugar, you can use brown sugar, you can use coconut sugar, whatever, you know, floats your boat. No sugar, if you got some good sweet ones. These are pretty sweet. They're Black Mission, and they're ripe and they're good. So I got exactly 1 pound, 53 ounces right here. So we're going to make kind of a preservative jam type jelly, whatever you want to call it. All I can say is it's going to be good. I'm going to pause you. Alright, we calmed Sarge down. Hey, Sarge, back in there. Back. Come on. Come on. I'm going to pause you again. Okay, now that all the fun's over, daughter had a breaker pop on her. She lives next door, so makes it pretty easy. But yeah, I washed these before I did all this, just to also let you guys know. And I could be just throwing these straight in here, because I'm not dicing them up. And you can do that if you don't have a blender. Just cut them up into like 4 to 6 pieces, depending on their sizes. And then you can use like a potato masher while you're cooking them. And you know, you cut them into 4s like this, and there's plenty. I mean, when you're mashing them up, so now we're going to stick this on there. What the? That's right. This thing. Yeah, there it is. I should be wearing these when I'm doing that crap, huh? Save me a headache. Get rid of this stuff out of our way. Okay, I'm going to blend this. I'll pause it, but this is what I'm talking about right here, guys. I'm using brown sugar, and normally I'd use honey on this, but I'm out of honey, or I have very little. So you can also use if you have a good maple syrup. I like maple flavor, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to shut you down until I get blended done. And that's another thing. If you're somebody that likes yours a little on the chunky side, don't use a blender. Okay, now we're going to take that. We're going to scrape it into there. Ton on there. Get that blade out of the way. Those blades always make me nervous. I've never cut myself with them, but I've actually seen people put their hand on them and stuff when they set them down. So I always have a habit of putting them right in the sink. Alright guys, I'm going to put all this in here. Yeah, I might make more than I wanted. Or I wanted, yeah, I want a lot, but more than I thought I was going to make. That's always a good thing when you got more than what you thought you were going to get. I could find another jar. That's not a problem. Alright guys, quarter cup. Like I said, that could be honey. But you want some kind of a liquid besides your sugar. I mean, the figs, depending on your figs too, and how dry they are. I mean, I try to get figs that are ripe to do anything like this with. Now we're also going to need a teaspoon, or a tablespoon, tablespoon, lemon juice, or lime juice, whatever you have, whatever you prefer. You can even use orange juice, actually. See, this is what I'm talking about on these recipes. Don't have to follow them to 100%. If it needs a citrus, you can use lemon juice, lime juice. You could use, if you like it, you can use grapefruit juice. But you gotta watch out for grapefruit juice, and I should have kept that. Rinse it. And I'm going to do a tablespoon vanilla. But you know what? I jumped the gun there. I want to do my sugar. I'm going to do 1 cup of sugar for what I got there. And you guys caught that, right? 1 pound, 53 ounces. Or roundabout, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. And neither does this sugar. This is depending on how sweet you like things and how sweet your figs are. Mine are pretty sweet. This here, a lot of times, I will use up to 2 cups of sugar, but I don't need them with these. Any of your real sweet figs, if you get them ripe, you don't need that much. A good cup is good. Let's something break that up. Yeah, I see it. There we go. Couldn't ask for a better scoop on that. We get this all mixed up, guys, and we're going to put this on some low heat, simmering, and you're going to see a lot of moisture come out of your figs, especially if you're doing the if you're liking it chunky and you're not using a blender. Go over here and put that down on my stove, number 5. Yours, whatever the medium heat is. Okay, guys? Bring this over here, because this will go in, the vanilla goes in within the last 5 minutes or so. You know, it doesn't have to be exact. We get all this stuff. We got that setting over there heating up. I'm going to pause you guys again and bring you in when we're simmering. Alright guys, we're simmering now. I just set the timer. We're up for 10 minutes of this. And then after it's done simmering for 10 minutes, we're going to add the vanilla. And then we're going to let it go for approximately another 5 minutes. I mean, this is part's kind of up to you guys. You see how runny that is? I like mine thicker. So this is what I'm working for right now. And that's what you got to be working for. And you should let it go for at least 10 minutes. And then you're working on your how thick you want it. And this stuff, I'm not doing no hot bath, nothing else to it. I'm going to jar it up, put it in the fridge. It's going to be good for approximately 2. They say 2 months. I've eaten this stuff up to 5 months. So I guess my refrigerator is just colder. But that's all up to you as well, too. You know, you got to check it and you got to look at it. And I mean, smelling it's not really going to do you any good. Botulism really doesn't have a smell to it. But you should be able to see the blackness in it and the different colors and the changing and the mold on it, you know. Should be giving you some evidence that you shouldn't be eating it. Myself, I tell people, do it at your own risk when it's over 2 months. Like I said, every few seconds here, I'm giving this a nice stir. And I'm going to kick the heat down just a little bit because it's popping. I want it simmering, but I don't want it popping. See how it's popping? I don't want it doing that. I want it to simmer. It should cool down here in just a minute. Alright guys, I'm going to pause you again. Bring you back when we're getting ready to put in the vanilla. Alright guys, I'm bringing you back in. Be honest with you, actually turned the heat back up because it was just taking too long. And I don't mind standing here stirring it like this. And that's your ticket, guys. If you want it fast, you got to stand here and stir it. If you don't mind waiting, you can turn that heat way down and let it simmer. But you do have to stir once in a while or you're going to burn it. And that's the thing too. If you turn your heat up, don't go past medium. That's my judgment because of you're going to end up burning it. Alright, now I'm going to do a tablespoon vanilla. And this is up to you for flavor. And still a little high. I just turned it down. Turn it down, even if you run it high to do the initial 10 minutes and stirring it. You want to turn it down when you put that vanilla in there, and then you can gradually turn it back up to kind of get the wateriness back out because you just added another tablespoon. So I went from 3 down back up to 4. And then I'm going to do this for additional approximately 5 minutes or so, until now I gotta thicken it back up. It was nice and thick, but I like that vanilla flavor, so that's where I'm telling you. If you don't, you're done. Or you just go until it's at your consistency after that 10 minutes. If you want it super thick, you gotta keep going. And I do like mine pretty thick. So I'm gonna be here for a while, and then I'm gonna bring you guys back in when it's done. When it's completely done. So I'm going to gradually turn this heat back up to medium. I've got it on 4. 5 on mine is medium. I had it down to 3. I'm going to go to 4.5. Last thing you want to do is burn it when you've gotten this far. Ooh, man, it looks good, smells good. I know it's going to taste good. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and pause you and let you see it when I'm bottling her up. Alright guys, I got to bring you in for this. I'm going to do me a nice slice of bread, toast it, of course. I took a little sample off of the preservatives there, the jelly, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to be testing it since I put it in the freezer to cool it down faster. Get everything out of my way here. Get my bread toasting because I have to double toast it. It's too long. Alright, I'm going to pause you again and bring you back in a little bit. Alright, that didn't take long. I'm going to show you something here, guys. You're going to see yours get like this. That's good. You don't, if you like it thick, don't get it any thicker because it's going to thicken up. When it cools off, it's going to start thickening up. Alright, we're going to go ahead and jar it up a little while it's still pretty thin. Got some room here. Nice. Way more than I thought I was going to have. Remember, these are just going into the fridge. This is hot as hell, so it's going to sit over here and cool. I'm going to pull this one up. Oh, that was nice. Shot that toast right out of that toaster. Sitting over there on the cutting board all ready for me. Show you guys something too. Keep stirring that, do it right. Your pan should pretty much look like this when you're done. You know, not much left in there, just, you know, what you want to scoop out. Try to minus out the drop on the floor though. You know, that's just extra. Alright guys, this is going to cool. We're going to bring Alright guys, our toast is done, ready. Shot out of the toaster and landed on the other cutting board. Now, you might find me weird, but this is the way I like it. So I like a little butter. If you don't like it this way, I'll tell you what, you do it your way, I'll do it mine. How's that? And if you don't, if you've never tried it, maybe you ought to try it before you down it. Anyway, this is probably still a little on the warm side. I threw it in the freezer for about, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes. Kind of in a hurry to try it. The figs were awesome. They were perfectly right. Alright here, guys. Mmm. Mmm. My God. I don't normally wait or eat it when it's still warm. But that's really good. Really, really good. Alright guys, if you like this, please subscribe to the channel. Look at the mess I gotta clean up for you guys. Alright. Thanks guys. You have a nice day. See you on the next one.